Now, y'all know how much I like history, right? I like shaving with history, old razors. Oh no, the Barbasol's falling all over the place. This little guy, he's always trying to escape. Get back in there. Get back in there. So yes, I love history in general. I love studying it. I love learning from it. I love using things from the past. And so I don't even know how this started the other day, but there was a comment by a guy named World War II Man 1942. So WW2, WWII Man 1942, he said, have you heard about this all Bakelite 1940s World War II era razor called Clix? And I'd never heard of it. And Bakelite is like, I think it's the first commercially available plastic. You know, it was made from, I don't know, like cellulose or something. So it's not as, flexible as modern plastics, but when they first came out with it, they started making everything out of it. And they made razors out of Bakelite. Bakelite is old and it's always kind of a dark color, like a dark brown or a dark black. I think because it must have some sort of natural origins. Anyway, I bought one. I found one on eBay for $10. And I'm going to try it out. This is a World War II era, although not like issued by the government. You could buy them at the PX, which is like the grocery store on the army bases. So, and it would come in a different all Bakelite case. I saw those for sale. Those were like 50 to 75. I was like, I don't want to. The case is nice, but I just want to try out the razor. So I found this one and look at this cute packaging. Boy, I tell you what, back in the 40s, they didn't put too much on it. There's not like UPC codes and everything. It's just Clix razor set with Clix double-edged blades. And yes, there is a Clix razor in here with some Clix double-edged blades. Here's the razor. Somebody already used one. And there's a whole nother box of them. And yes, I took one out. And even though I don't usually like to shave with the old vintage blades, I figured, what the heck? It's been waiting. You've been waiting for so long. It's finally your turn. It's finally your turn, Clix. You guys excited? I am. Interesting. Thank you, World War II Man 1942. And what a great name, too. All right, so I took a shower. I did my hair. I'm going to put some hot water on my face. I'm going to lather up with some of this Edwin Jagger that they sent to me. Captain's Choice sent it in their soap locker a while back. Check out my review on that. But I'm going to hand lather and then face lather. So let me put some hot water on my face. Did I say I took a shower and did my hair? I can't remember. Whew. Bob's Big Boy, back alive, Okay. I'm going to lather up with a beautiful, trying to keep in the sense of, history and using old things. This is a re-knotted natural, or like how I said that, knotted. That's like saying, what? Whatever do you mean? A re-knotted vintage shaving brush that I love that was sent to me several years ago. And while I'm not a huge fan of natural Badger brushes, this is a good one. And I'm going to use it just because I love the patina on this thing. I mean, look at that. Look at that gorgeous... Cool. All right. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. Let's lather up. I'm going to hold it in my hand and lather just like this. And the one thing that I can teach you that I learned from using natural bristle brushes like this one is that you got to use a little bit more soap in it than with a synthetic brush. And I love synthetic brushes. That's what I mostly use. But this one was sent to me natural, and so I'm going to work with it. Look at that. This Edwin Jagger stuff. Ooh, they don't make a bad shaving soap, Look at all this. Ooh, I got to get it all off here. So what I do first is, and I learned this from Charles Roberts, the late, great, departed madman of the wet shaving world, Charles Roberts. Just use it. Take it off your hand and put it up. Put it up on your face, as they say. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll lather with the actual brush. This mustache, speaking of history... Speaking of history, this mustache is going to be history pretty soon, after Monday. I'm going to shave it into a little pencil-thin mustache because my costume. I tried it on. You want to see a picture of me in my costume? Here's a picture of me trying it on. Have you ever seen the movie Princess Bride? As you wish. There's me in my Dread Pirate Roberts costume. Wesley. Yeah, here we go. So that's what I did this. My wife said, well, you could have just had a fake mustache. I was like, what fun is that? I'll save a little money. All right. I got mixed emotions about how I look with this. I know a lot of people say, you look great with it. It suits you. But I don't know. I just can't get used to it. I know that takes time getting used to. But all right. Now that we're all lathered up, I should have done this before, but let's load this razor up. Let's take a look at it. It's a 3-piece razor made out of Bakelite, as I said, mostly. The top is metal. So the handle, it unscrews like this. And it's got a little like brass thread in there. And it's just got a flat bottom. It's not branded or anything. It doesn't say Clix. It's got an interesting little head shape. Look at that. It's like a little pyramid or like a little hill. And so here's the bottom part. Here's the guard. It's in great shape for being made out of plastic from the 1940s. There's not a date on the box or anything. And here's the top, which is metal, but it's so lightweight that I couldn't quite tell. It may not be. This is definitely metal, the screw, but this actually could be Bakelite. I don't know. If you put a piece of metal against your lip, you can kind of tell that it's colder. That's kind of I couldn't tell. My lip's too warm, folks. All right, let's open up this old Clix blade. Now, these things these Clix razors were made in the 1940s by the Conrad Razor Blade Company. And thank you, World War II man 1942, for letting me know that. So we got the Clix Razor Blade Company, Long Island, New York. Guaranteed to give perfect, oh, wait a minute. This is a big guarantee, man. People would hold you to task these days if you said this. Guaranteed to give perfect shaving satisfaction. Guaranteed. Woo. Look, I can, in a box, and mark it guaranteed. All right, Clix. Always Clix. Well, let's see. It has been a long time. Made in the USA. There we go. This is kind of nice. I mean, it's just been sitting in this package since the 40s. Ooh, is that a little rust on there? Oh, goodness. Yeah. That's not good. It's rusty. Oh, shucks. Oh, your big moment, Clix. And you couldn't hold out, could you? You just couldn't. I don't blame you. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put you back. Shh. I'll tell you all about the lambs in a minute, little Clix. Put you back out of your misery right there. And I'm going to grab a feather blade, a modern feather blade. Oh, they're just falling all over the place. I'm going to use the one that just fell in the water. Now that it fell in the water. So it doesn't rust itself. See, solidarity. Solidarity amongst razor blades. I like that. He's got your back, Clix. Feather's got your back. There we go. Okay, let's load this sucker on. No rust. This thing is in great shape. I don't know how often the person used this thing, but maybe not very much. I don't know. I had a lot of coffee, so don't mind the shaking in my hands as I put this all together. So I haven't used this yet. I haven't even taken it out of the box and looked at it much. It does have a little bit of blade overhang, but it looks like, man, that lined up beautifully. Let me tighten it. Tighten the head. I have no idea if this is a mild razor or an aggressive one, but it's open comb, as you can see. And it's made out of plastic. Very lightweight. Very, very, very lightweight. It's kind of like the first disposable razor, As soon as they started making plastic, let's start throwing it away. All right. Do I still have stuff on my face? I do. Okay. Wet the razor. Let's get to shaving. Let's go back to the 1940s, just for a short amount of time, shall we? All right. Now, because it is so very light, I'm pressing a little harder on my face than I normally would. In fact, it's too light. It feels too light. But it would have been a great travel razor, and I can see why they would have issued it to our fighting GIs overseas, because it's very lightweight and probably very inexpensive to produce in large cases. Like I said, World War II man said, back then they sold these at the PX. I can't remember what PX stands for, dang it. Let me know in the comments. And you would buy this in a big Bakelite, like a rectangular case with sort of rounded edges. It looked like, travel case of its era. You can look on eBay and you'll see them. But I didn't want to spend $50 or whatever it was just to get a Bakelite plastic case. I just wanted the razor. And I got this one for $10. And with that cool little, I love old graphic design. Look at that. Who was the person that had to put that together? They didn't have a computer to lay those little lines out in that little grid. I love that kind of stuff. Well, whoever you were, I honor your memory today. Good job. You did a good job. Clix. I wonder why Clix. C-L-I-X. Clix. Huh. Did they use the term, oh, it just clicks? One day it just clicks back then? I don't think they did. I don't know. What am I, a historian? Amateur, maybe. Very much an amateur historian. I see what real historians do when they put stuff together. Like, what's that fella, Dan, Hardcore History podcast? Oh, that's a historian. Even though I think he doesn't consider himself one. In my book, you are. All right, there's the first pass. Let's see how much we got left on our face. We got plenty. Got plenty. It's a mild razor, obviously, even though it's open comb. Mustache. Don't get too used to it, folks. It's going away soon. I know. All right, let's lather up. Edwin Jagger, smelling good, smelling classic. There's like a classic shaving soap scent. I like the classics. I hope to be a classic one day. Hoping to be a classic. All right. I could probably use some more soap. And this is another thing I don't like about natural bristles. They shed way more. Way more. And I've used this a bunch of times. So maybe not enough so that it stops shedding. But eventually it'll stop shedding when you're holding a handle. All right. Across the grain with the Clix. Bakelite. Now, I wonder if anybody is allergic to whatever's in this Bakelite. I don't know. It was named by the gentleman that invented it, whose name eludes me at the moment. I had a little bristle on there. I want to make sure it's not on there. Mr. Edward... Oh, God, no, I don't know. I don't know. Look it up. Put it in the comment, would you? Come on, you're my crack research team, everybody. Don't let me down. Oh, I do have a shout out and another shaving channel I want you to check out. And his name is Robert LaFond. He's got a YouTube channel called Double Edge Express. So check that out. I'll put a link down below. So shout out to you, Robert, and Double Edge Express. Trying to get, anytime I come across someone that maybe starting a shaving channel and they say, hey, could you give me a shout out and maybe get some viewers over here? I say, sure, why not? I mean, that's what we're in this for. There's no competition. We're all different flavors. If you want chocolate, you're going to get chocolate. If you want vanilla, whatever. But so anyway, Robert LaFond and Double Edge Express. Go check out his videos. This is a very, very, very light. I mean, it feels like it's hollow. It probably is. The handles probably is hollow. So while this will be an interesting little piece to hold on to and look at for the graphic design and the quality of it and the unfortunately rusted razor blades, I probably won't use it again. But one last hurrah, Mr. Clix. One last hurrah. All right. Final pass. And then I'm going to do a little combo aftershave concoction. You'll see in a minute. You'll see. All right, I'm not going to put too much on because I can feel a little bit of that blade. Maybe I was pressing too hard thinking that I had to press harder. But no, I tell you what, that is super smooth right now, except for the problem area. Super smooth going that two, doing two passes. I'm going to get a little bit here, a little bit in the problem area. It's always my neck. And somebody, invariably almost every week, people say, I have so many problems with my neck, and I have ingrown hairs, and I have bumps, and yet you're not alone. You're not alone. The neck is one of the weirdest, like the skin texture is different than on your cheeks and than on your forehead or any other part. It's like this, it's ready to give way. When you get older, you get that turkey gobble that some people, that I have. Anyway, yeah, so just press real lightly and go slow. That's the only advice I can give if you are having trouble with your neck, because it's just going to be it's going to be a problem no matter what. So just go real light and slow. I'm going to go at an angle real light and slow to get some of this whiskers that I don't like down here. Yeah, I can feel it grabbing them. That is kind of the nice thing about a very light safety razor. You can feel when you're getting it, when you got the angle just right. Let's see. I like to just run my fingers, along my non-existent jawline and see where I need to shave. Okay, all right. I can feel the blade. I can feel that yeah. So there's a lot of blade exposed, but it doesn't feel aggressive. Look, this hair is ridiculous. It doesn't feel aggressive, but I think I can tell on my cheeks that maybe I pressed a little too much, a little too hard. Let me put the brush in the water here. Ah, cold water. Woo! Refreshing. Move this stuff around here, dry off, and then we'll make ourselves a little concoction. Now, I don't think this concoction I'm going to make is necessary at all. I don't think this scent and this product needs menthol, but I gotta try it. Now, have you ever seen this? The Chill Mill? I got this a while back. It's not salt. It's not sea salt. It's not pink Himalayan sea salt. It's menthol crystals. Yeah, and you grind it up as if it was salt. So normally you would, get your get your shaving cream and grind it into it or whatever. But it's kind of tough to do that with what I've got in my hand here. So I'm going to put the top on. Here's a little hint for you. I'm just going to do a little bit of a grind. There we go. Just see the crystals in there? That's all I'm going to do. And then make sure they're in there. I'm going to take the little bottom off. There we go. See the little crystals? I feel like this is Walter White here. I feel like kids, don't do drugs and don't be Walter White, okay? This is menthol. All right, Barbasol 1919 aftershave balm. My dreams have come true. I did get an email from Daniel up there at Barbasol, so thank you, Daniel. Yes, of course, I am so excited. And thank you very much to all my friends there up in Dublin, Ohio, and over at Perio and Barbasol. All right, I'm going to put a little bit in this into my hand, and then I'm going to smear it around just a little bit like that. Can't even see it. And now I'm going to sprinkle this into it, which is probably a dumb idea. And I just dropped it. I dropped it into the sink, folks. Got it on my fingers. I picked it up with my fingers. There we go. Ooh, yeah, it's kind of crunchy. It's probably not a good idea. Let's put it on, then we'll wash it off. Ooh, those. It's like wasabi going up the back of your nose, Those menthol fumes. Ooh. I don't know if that's good or bad. Yeah, those little crunchies, they're no good. You would need to grind this into, it's a little spicy. Because these direct, like straight up concentrated menthol crystals are now just sitting on my skin. So the Chill Mill, made by Phoenix Shaving. Get yourself one today if you're insane, like I am. I'm going to wash that off. Because I don't want it I think it might do damage. Oh, come on. It's not Lennon. We want to see you do damage. I don't. All right. Ooh. I'll tell you what, though. That's the way to do it. Put some of those crystals on your face. Let them sit there for a minute until it starts to smoke. And then wash it off. And then put a little bit more on of non-mentholated aftershave, like I'm about to do. But that does feel good though. Those little menthol crystals are the essence, really, of menthol. So I can still feel them tingling on the skin, but now I don't feel like there's just gonna take me down later. All right, so I think that's it. The Clix Bakelite razor, World War II era. Fantastic. So cool. Thank you again to World War II Man 1942. And shout out to Robert LaFond and Double Edge Express. Go check out his channel and leave a comment. I read every single one of them. And thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for taking the time for talking to me and for listening to me. It really, it's a nice little outlet. And if you happen to be watching Game 1 of the World Series tonight, keep an eye out for yours truly. I'll be the guy with the gross mustache sitting in the crowd. All right, everyone, have a great weekend. I'll see you all very soon.